no appear to road no appear to block no. Anya easy o, anya easy. Concrete no appear pa. Oh yeah, better one pa better. Yeah, buy there, but I'm here. Oh yeah, buy the beer okay. Beer come on. Hello everyone and welcome back to another motivational video and also educational video of building a house here in Ghana. If it is your first time here on the channel, my name is elgigogh and this is the Lashibi project where we are still doing some correction before we move on with the plastering. If it is your first time seeing this project, you will appreciate what I'm about to explain or what I'm about to talk about in this video if you would see the first and second episode of this particular project. So please take the time to go to my playlist and look for the Lashibi project, and then you will see what actually happened, and that will make sense of what I'm about to explain, right? So for those that have already seen it, we saw what happened in episode 1 and 2 where the concrete slab was almost collapsing, and also the concrete casting of the decking, it was overflowed. That is what I believe. That's why the wood was expanding, and that's how we ended up having excess, right? And you can see from here that it is not leveled with the block work, right? The ground floor block work and then the second floor block work is not on the same line, and even the concrete casting also is not on the same line, the beams. So meaning that we have to use a lot of mortar, but that cannot work. It's going to cost so much money. So one way to go about it is to chisel, right? And that is what we did for the indoors, for the inside of the house. It worked. But looking at it from the outside, it is a big mess, right? This is just excess money that we are just chiseling out. And we still have to rent scaffold to do all this chiseling work and also use it for the plastering. This is all extra cost, right? So in my previous video, the focus was more about the carpentry work and also the mason work. It's either the carpenter didn't have the right level gauge, or the mason or the people who were casting the concrete, they just poured a lot of concrete, put pressure on it, and that made the wood to expand, and that's how you will get this, right? So please, I always say, please check, double check, and cross check, and that's why you always need, a supervisor on site, right? Someone who will be on site to be, checking all of these things, walking around and making sure that everything is online. It is very important, right? That will save you a lot of money. You would think that you are paying someone to be just walking around doing nothing, but trust me, those checks can save you a lot of money, right? And another way of preventing, such things is to always have an overview, right, of what has been done before you move on to the next phase, right? So when a major work is done, let's say the decking is done and you want to go on with the block work, make sure that you do all checks before you move on to the next one. Or maybe a block laying is done, make sure you do all the checks before you go for the beam casting or however you want to go it, right? So in today's video, we will be, it is not just showing you the problems, but there will be solutions. So make sure that you stay tuned to the end of today's episode, so that our steel guys will demonstrate how we do our concrete, our steel works, and how the carpentry works also come alongside. And we work as a team. It's all about communication, right? I believe, you can see that even the steel works, right? The beam is not on the same line, right? The beam is not even on the same line. So the thing is, my question here is that how did they even get it right to even go ahead and cast it, because the beam is not on the same line with the how do I say it, with the block work downstairs, which is the ground floor. Right. So it is a total, and I mean, this is miscommunication between the carpenter and then the steel bender, right? And I mean, if the masons also come and doesn't check all of these things and start pouring concrete, I mean, this is the end result, right? So you have three people who, I mean, are not communicating well, and this is what happens, right? So from here, you can really see that, I mean, we are trying to chisel, and we are trying to do our best to kind of get it level, but it's going to be a big challenge. So in such cases, I mean, we just have to create a design. I mean, one of the best ways to deal with this is to use these POP designs, right? To just create something there. I mean, you have to be creative when it comes to some of these things. So I mean, we will see how far the guys will go with it, and then I mean, they are doing their best, and we see where they will get to, and then how we're going to continue. Because if we should keep chiseling, then I mean, we are just taking the iron rods out, we are exposing the beams, and I mean, that's not what we want to do, right? So we will see how it goes, but still plastering is going on. We've already done all the correction from the inside. So I mean, the guys are busy there doing their own thing, and I mean, now the outside is where the challenge is, right? So we will get there gradually. So just in case you are looking for some artisans to work on your projects, either you are looking for a painter, a window fabricator, burglar proof, doors installation, carpentry, steel works, anything you need, if you go to my playlist, I have all of them down there. You will see their videos, watch it, and if you like what you see, you can get in touch with them directly. I have their telephone numbers also there, so you deal with them directly, right? And if they come and they see anything, I mean, they will inform our engineer, brother Sammy. And I mean, if it is a minor work, then I mean, you will not even hear about it. But if they come and they see something very serious, then they will address you. So please take note, of that, right? So for that being said, let's check on our still guys, Nee and his team.
Yeah, so good afternoon once again. So as you can see, we are done with our beams, in which we are on our secret beams. And after the secret beams, we'll be dropping the main beams. And after, we start laying our bars. So you can see over here we have iron 20. And we've reinforced these particular portions, which is the cantilever. So I'm down for you to see the beam very well. Okay. So these particular beams, we decided to load these particular beams to make it firm for it to be suitable to carry these hanging beams, in which you are seeing over here. So this is the hanging beam I'm talking about. This beam is a hanging beam. We have nothing under these beams, same as over there.
So that's Nee and his team for you. Nee is the steel bender here at G.P.G Production Group. He has been with us from day one, all the way from the Dowenya project, Pram Pram, Tema project, the Hills project. I mean, if you go to my playlist, if you look for steel works, Nee steel works, you see the amazing works that Nee has done here at G.P.G Production Group, and also for other clients as well, right? I mean, even people that we are not building for, right? Nee has been doing amazing job.
Yeah, okay, so good afternoon once again. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for making today a successful day. And also, I think he started this job on last week Tuesday, and I think it takes us about 6 days, getting to 7 days to complete this particular build. And you can see that we've taken our time to weave this portion. It's a large portion, so we decided to double weave this portion just to make it firm and strong, to be able to carry every load which is coming to be on it. So I'm just showing you the finishing for you to know. So in case you like your steel work should be done perfect at this, you can contact me, Okain Steel, and we'll deliver just like this. It's a throughout double weave staircase. So you can see that we've taken our time to double weave these stairs.
So for all your steel works, Ni is your guy. Either it is decking, beams, columns. Ni will be there with his team to do amazing job for you, and that is his number on the screen, so you can call him and deal with him directly, right? So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. Let's get to it.